up, guys? Welcome back to another podcast, man. Got a special guest. We're going to see if he's talking spicy or we're going to see is he nervous. What's up, big dog? JP, welcome to the podcast, baby.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
So I have a couple questions for you. All right, before we get started. Tell the millions of people, what is it that you do?
So I remove negative items from people's credit report in less than 30 days, and then I help them get personal funding. I also do stocks, real estate, and also can't tell you two more, but
Okay.
still
So look, this is the question. The question is, so you a jack of all trades?
not
Are you a master of some?
a master of something, but I'm not a jack of all trades.
Okay.
I don't do it. I don't do everything. I got a team for that. But.
All right. So my question to you is, how long you been getting money? Let's talk about it.
So I've been getting money all my life, but not this type of money. I just started making this type of money about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. All right. So let's get into that conversation. So when was that moment that you said, man, I need to get into this? All right. When was that moment? Where was you at? Was you chilling at the house? Was you around some friends? When was that moment you figured out, like, you need to get to the bag?
Just in college.
Okay.
Wanting different stuff. About to graduate, got a son.
Okay.
Just open. I'm from the project, so seeing different stuff. Like with credit, with financial literacy. I'm going to school for business, knowing I can run multi-businesses, just doing different things. So that was my aha moment in college, just knowing I need to do something different.
All right. So growing up in the hood, I have a couple questions for you. Number one, what's the difference between a drug dealer and an entrepreneur?
Really, they the same. Really, to be honest, really, I feel like they're the same people. Like, they both got to have that hustle.
Okay.
Like a drug dealer, they going out trying to risk, trying to do everything they need to do to provide for their family. Entrepreneur doing the same thing. They putting it all on the line. Some of those, they got the same characteristics. Some stuff with entrepreneur can be tedious, just same thing as a drug dealer.
Okay. So, all right. So when we looking at the landscape, we got the drug dealer, we got the entrepreneur. All right. You step into the game 2 years, entrepreneurship. All right. So what are some of the things you have learned over the last 2 years? All right. So that your next 5 years look better.
The first thing is fail fast. I did a lot of stuff, like a lot of learning.
Okay.
I had mentors, but I fell fast. I did a lot of stuff before a lot of people, and I learned from it. So now I'm able to do all the stuff that I'm saying with ease. So I make it look easy, but I fail fast. I'm the right people, sir.
Okay, so failing fast, what that look like? Because I think a lot of people like to fail slow. People don't want to fail in life. So what do that look like, failing fast?
So that means if you on a gate, you don't want to get started, you need to go get started. Just take action. Some people don't be having nothing to lose. Like they don't be having nothing to lose, but everything in the game, like they don't have nothing to lose. Like they don't have no payments, no mortgages, no cars. They sitting there doing nothing. Like just go execute the play. If you fail, what's gonna happen? Nothing. You might be set back, but just go.
So I always tell people, like, how old are you?
I'm 27.
So you're 27. So from chapter 18 of your life, that's 18 years old, 25. All right. There's a gap because then you said you start getting money from 25, 27. So
really before that, I was selling cars, everything like that. But like getting this type of money off the credit and financial literacy and everything, like 2 years ago, I started making consistently money.
So tell me, hold on, let's talk about selling cars. Talk about that hustle. That's a different type of hustle.
Yeah, but that was something that I got into. Somebody told me a piece of information on how to go buy cars from the auction.
Okay.
So I started getting cars. I had like 10 cars on a residential land from the auction. I'm buying cars for $700, selling them for $2,000, $3,000. Hey, y'all, for the people that's seeing this now, I don't do that no more. So, hey, the people that sold the cars and bought it for me, I appreciate y'all. But yeah, that was the type of profit that I was getting from that. So I always had a hustle, had money.
Hey, you know what? You really ain't nothing to apologize. Everything's up. Everything is up. So at the end of the day, your profit was your profit. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If they go to you or go to somebody else, they still got a good car. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. I don't regret the play. All right? You got to know the play, bro. Run the play. Yeah. All right? So your generation, all right? So I'm technically about 18 years older than you. All right. So your generation, what are some things that you see that they lacking in?
Taking action. Now, matter of fact, I am gonna say taking action, but taking action with the right people. Like, this podcast I'm doing with you, plugging in, showing people digital products, digital real estate. That's a gold mine.
It's a gold mine.
Tapping in with the right people. So me at 18, we seeing the white man on YouTube saying about, oh, get into these digital products or sell this. But you got somebody like right here, right now.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the difference.
Yeah, that's what makes the difference. So I think once people see somebody that look like them, it's easier for them to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
And look, I tell people all the time. Let me tell you something. The other race, we just as smart as them, sometimes smarter, but we need to break that poverty type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? And be connected to the right people. All right. So, anyways, chapter 18, chapter 25. All right. In between that mix, and when you hit the last 2 years, I mean, now it seems like you all on the gas, no brakes. What that look like?
So when I was 18, I still was in college. I was young. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink.
No mentors?
No mentors, none of that. Just the young guy from the projects.
Okay.
I played basketball. I had a scholarship.
Okay. What you hooped at?
I went to Arlington Baptist University.
Okay.
I won MVP. We won a national championship. So in that midst of time, of course, I knew it was something different. I'm not going to the league. I'm not going overseas.
Gotcha.
You know, that's when the reality set in. You know, you're not going to those places. You got sons, you got kids. You're trying to really make money. So from 18 to 25, I was already in a hustle mentality.
Gotcha.
Don't get me wrong, I was doing certain stuff too that I shouldn't have had no business doing. But I was in a hustle mentality. So and I just switched into the business side and started taking off. But getting around the right mentors and everything, they helped me set up automations, systems, and all that type of stuff. That was the game changer.
Because listen, if you're not making money in your sleep, you're not making real money. Facts. I'm telling you.
Facts.
If I can't wake up to see my money, I need to see my money.
Agreed.
But that's what's so important when you connect to the right people. Because some people can help you get to the promised land. I tell everybody, connect yourself to a mentor that's where you're trying to be. You got to make sure you connected to them. Because if you don't, what happens is you're going to fall to the wayside. Because you're going to be like, damn. And you can try to figure it out yourself. That's on you. Yeah. It's going to take you long. It's going to take you longer to get there. But if somebody got the answer, like me personally, I just was in a class the other day. I have a whole studio. We did over 2,000 shows in this studio. Learning lighting. I'm in the class learning how to set the studio up. I got brand new lights coming. How to set the studio lights up a better way. But I'm steady trying to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comfortable where we at. I'm trying to get better and better and better and better.
Can't get comfortable.
So give us some quotes you live by.
I'm not gonna lie, like I told you, that fail fast. That's
number one.
That's number one. Love speed. Like you gotta have the speed. Like you gotta take action. You gotta really go. You gotta execute. Like you gonna fail. You gonna fail. You get the lessons, then you get the blessings. So man, that's what I live by. Like seriously.
I love that. All right, so I got a game we're about to jump into. Here you go. So I'm gonna tell you 2 words. All right, these are 2 powerful words. Tell me, do you need it or you don't need it? Okay. All right. Are you ready? Yeah. And I need your honest opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? First one is focus. All right. And the second one is faith. Do you need both or you need none of them?
Definitely need both.
Why?
You definitely need both. You gotta have focus and you gotta have faith. But I'm gonna start with faith first.
Okay.
Because that's one of my favorite words. Faith. It's determined. You got to believe in something you cannot see. So if you mix that with the focus, like, and you locked in, you really locked in, ain't no reason you shouldn't have whatever you desire. God first, for sure.
Oh, I love that. All right, the next one is, do you need to make sure you tap into your purpose or tap into your gift?
I think about that.
It's a difference.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference. I'm gonna say your purpose, but I like your gift too. They still fall hand in hand. But your purpose, that's something that God put you on the green earth for. Like finding your purpose, and we go through life. A lot of people go through not knowing their purpose. I still probably don't know what God put me here for. I really want to help people, but is that truly what God put me here to do?
All right, so this is another one that we got to talk about. Which one more important, your passion or your gift? And let me explain. Let me explain. A lot of people passionate about something they're not gifted at. Some people are very gifted, but they not passionate at it. Which one more important?
I'm passionate about a lot of things.
Okay.
But if that ain't my gift, if I'm not gonna do well at it, I'm not finna waste my time doing it.
All right, that's a good answer.
I'm not gonna waste my time doing it. If credit was me not helping people for 5 years and making me over $1 million, I wouldn't be doing it.
Okay.
Like if
I like to hear that because a lot of times we got people that sitting out here with all these hobbies and passionate, ain't making no money.
Yeah.
When God really wants you to go tap into your gift.
Yeah.
But your gift, when you really tap into it, you might be passionate about it. You just don't know. The problem is you out here messing around with these hobbies and this passion.
Right.
Ain't no money coming in.
Folks done wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So I say that because I'm passionate about helping people with podcasting. And that's how I get a lot of customers, because I don't just help them do a podcast. I help them tell a story. I help them become better. You know what I'm saying? I teach them how to podcast. I don't just say, sit down, hit record, go. I'm like, no.
So you giving them the blueprint.
I'm trying to give them the blueprint. That's the goal. You should have a website. You should have a page that's on that website that's building, taking people to a community, and you charging people for your intellectual property. We're going to get to the back. We're not waiting on YouTube to monetize it. We're going to monetize ourselves day one.
Okay.
It's a big difference. But people don't have that mindset. They want to, I'm going to go get on YouTube and I got to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000. Hey, you're wasting time. Yeah. When I can say, hey, I'm dropping 4 videos, 2 of them are behind a paywall, 2 of them you can see. What's up? From day one. Yeah, that's the mindset. So you monetize yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't wait to be monetized. All right. Next one. I'm going to tell you some acronyms. And you tell me, do you like the acronyms? Do you think it's important for your life? Or maybe not. First acronym is why. What's hurting you? Should you know your why? Or should you understand your purpose? Go ahead.
Let me drink some water now. But you definitely should know your why.
Okay.
Like, who was that? Eric Thomas came out with what's your why?
Yeah.
Put them under the water, can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all that type.
You want it bad as you can breathe. I got you.
You want to know your why. You want to know all that type of stuff. I feel like it's real important though. You got to know why you're doing it and what's hurting you. Like, what's really hurting me to go up? What you gonna give in order to go up? What I got to give up in order to go up? So you got to know your why.
So who's that person that you pinpoint in your life? You pinpoint this person, and you say, man, this person. Man, it's some traits that they love that I need to try to grab from them. Do you have anybody like that in your life?
All my mentors. I can name them out.
Come on.
I'm glad I'm doing your podcast. People like the gatekeep. I got great mentors.
Yeah, talk about it.
One of my great mentors is Ron Rose. He taught me stocks.
Okay.
I'm about to jack all trades. I got mentors, real mentors that's really helping me do real numbers. I got him 500, Marcus Barney.
Oh, yeah? I know Marcus.
Systems, business-wise. And the stuff I like to grab from them is the stuff that they already doing and the stuff they showing me. Like, it ain't my turn yet. So
I love it.
Implementing, waiting, and putting the stuff in. I got Quinn Sanders. I got Richard. That's my brother, but I still look at him as a mentor too,
Of course.
Like not just it's stuff that he helped me on a business level, family level, personal level, spiritual level, everything. So even you right now.
Hey,
I take some traits from you.
You should.
So the question, you should. Got asked yet, but they gonna be asked.
Yeah, you should. You should, because you know what I'm saying. A lot of times you don't get to meet a goat. You get to meet a lot of sheeps. You know what I'm saying. And so when you get to meet somebody that knows something, you be like, man, I need to pull something from that person. So this is the thing I learned, because I love talking to y'all generation, because I used to be you. All right. I used to be you. I did some of the same type of things, but I do love that you're very mature for your age, though. I can see it. You know what I'm saying, which is good. So what book are you reading today? Do you have a book you actively reading right now?
Yeah, I'm always reading.
All right, what we got? Tell me.
I'm always reading Second Chances by Robert Kiyosaki.
I like that.
I love Second Chances. That's gonna help you with what up to date right now. Like, you want to know the past and the present. I like Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's
okay.
Cool. That's fine. But that Second Chances, I can click on any chapter of that book, and I can get add value from that book.
So my question to you is, what would be the name of your book right now if you can write it? What's the name of your book?
I got a book, and it's called Create Generational Wealth. Really creating that generational wealth for my kids.
I got
you. Financial literacy. So I can put my 8-year-old son on the phone. He'll tell you what an asset is.
Come on.
Liability is. My daughter, she'll tell you what an asset is. So that's really what it's about, create generational wealth.
So how do you go back for the 18-year-olds? You're 9 years older than them. What do you go back and tell them right now? And the older people, because people think your age really don't matter, because old people can learn from you, young people can learn from you. So as long as you keep getting knowledge, different people pulling from you. So what are some things that makes you an asset to the world?
So the first thing I'll tell my 18-year-old self or 18-year-old right now, or an older person, they gotta have some type of cash flow. Like people go straight into credit. Oh, you gotta do this with credit. You gotta have some type of cash flow for even somebody to even help you with your credit, or you need to start building your credit. So you gotta have some type of cash flow, and you can do that. You can service your way, networking your way, affiliating your way.
Come on.
You ain't gotta be just go straight into credit. Like, you gotta have some type of cash flow in order to do the things that you're trying to overcome.
So break this down to us. What's the difference between good debt and bad debt?
Okay.
Go ahead.
First off was my house. That's not and they teach you in second chance to drop a kill psych. In my house, that's not an asset. That's really a liability. It's taking money out of my pocket.
Come on.
If I actually could put somebody into that house and let them rent it out, it's making me money. So that's the difference between good debt and bad debt. That's one of the main things. People go get cars. They go, that's bad debt. You can rent out that car and still let people pay it off for you. So I did that before too. But that's a good.
All right. So another thing is this. As we're walking on this journey, on your chapter 27, give us some principles you think people should put into their life. What are some principles they should right now implement and keep them in their life that you have learned to make you become the person you are today?
The first one is believe in Jesus. Long as you believing in Jesus, you'll be all right. For real. Like, I go through a lot of stuff. A lot of people go through a lot of stuff. I know they ain't big on religion, but my God and my Jesus, I done seen a lot. So, hey, that's the number one principle.
Who is they? Because I serve the mighty God.
Okay.
I serve a mighty God. I believe in Jesus 100%. I don't know what they talking about, but I didn't see them move mountains.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about that though is, number one, people don't want to take risks.
Right.
All right. The first thing, they do not want to take risks. And the second thing is, my Bible, my guy, he says he would never put more on me than I can bear. So that means that I would not have this building and be like, oh, I'm worried about paying the bills. Man, I serve a mighty God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's your mindset, it's your belief, it's your, how much do you trust him? Do you trust him when you down and out, or do you always trust him whether you winning or losing? Because a lot of times we get into this phase of, oh man, I'm up. We never thank God.
You gotta praise him in advance.
Every day. Before my feet hit that ground, I'm like, God, I thank you.
No, for sure.
I thank you right now today. Because there's some people, they ain't make it. I know several people who didn't make it.
You grateful to wake up every morning.
I'm saying?
We give a win of the week, win of the day, or why we thankful every day. Me and my wife, so we talk about that. First one, waking up, being able to do it again every day with each other and with our kids.
So you married?
Yes.
So let's dive into something real quick. What are some marriage principles that's good for people who got their own business?
I put my wife is in my business. Like,
yes.
That is my partner. So
yes,
that's the one that's gonna give it to you that like no other.
Keep it 100.
So in the communication, that make the relationship better. I believe. Like having your wife in your business also.
No, that's good though, because I tell people all the time, I'm more of the, I'm about to jump out the airplane with no parachute.
Yeah,
she more of that. Whoa.
Let's
relax, brother. Brother, put this parachute on you, brother, and then you can jump. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm like, man, I'm about to go. No, I'm saying, which I need that balance. Yeah, sure. Because if I didn't have that balance, ain't no telling what I'm gonna be. Because I'm gonna take risks. I'm telling you, I'm going all out. Everything to the table, man. I'm zero in the bank account. It's all in. She like, oh no.
Yeah, for sure.
We ain't doing that, which is good, which is a good balance though. But to see somebody 27, young man, married, stuff like that, a lot of times people don't really want to. People, I call it, if you thinking more with your little head than your big head, then one thing, a man need two things. The two D's. They need discipline, all right, and D discipline, which is penis discipline.
Yes, sir.
You need discipline because if you lock, the reason why I'm able to be successful, I can go home or I can tell my wife I'm gonna go to the studio, create content, and she trusts and don't, and I'm going to do what I'm saying I'm doing. I'm not, I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm over here fucking around. Yeah. I'm really locked in, and she allowed me, like, babe, I'm gonna work tonight on the computer. I got, okay, cool, no problem. Whenever you come to bed, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you
I'm locked in, but so many guys are not locked in. They just all over the place, and it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop your growth. So, all right. So, any questions you want to ask me? Let's go.
My first question. How do I get access to you, like to do a podcast or start my own podcast? Because what you got, that's what people don't ask. How can I start this, or how can I do this for myself?
Yeah,
because everybody, like you said, everybody need a platform.
Yeah. So I tell people all the time, we got 2 packages. We got, matter of fact, we have a lady that come here once a month from New Orleans just to do 4 podcasts, and then she catch it. Then we record them all, we film them, send them to them. All right, so we can do it that way. Or we got another package. We can show you how to start your own studio. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That package is $2,500. We show you how to start it, how to get this thing popping. But 2 things you need with your own studio. I'm tell you right now, you're gonna need at least 1 good editor. Okay. I've been editing since I've been 18. So, but I do got 2 other editors. Okay. But I'm a beast with editing. I've been editing since iMovie. So we're gonna go way back. Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? So now I use DaVinci Resolve, I use Final Cut. Those are the apps I use to edit. So you're gonna need a good editor. And the second thing is you gotta make sure you got your systems and your processes together. Like we don't accept no cash in here. It's all booking links. Everybody that work with me, from real estate to podcasters, is all booking links. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They book it. We know where they showing up. We know what kind of furniture they got. They want to use. We go. They want to use that white side. This side it's all a system, bro. You're gonna need that if you're trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? If not, you're gonna be looking crazy because people gonna be trying to. I got cash. That's how when I started, people was like, I can bring you cash, and I'm like, oh yeah, bring me cash. Dumb. That's a dumb move because now when your studio gets to the place where it's making $20,000-$30,000 a month, me personally, I'm reporting my taxes in. That's just me. For sure. I'm reporting. For sure. But I'm writing off taxes too, and I'm hiring myself. Yeah. So I will go S Corp, not LLC for me. I'm gonna pay myself.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay myself.
No, it wasn't different.
So if I pay myself a salary, then the studio money, all those taxes, I can be able to shake them up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cheaper for me. Yeah. I don't know about the next person. I'm gonna tell you what works for me and my CPA when we talk. Understood. He talking about what needs to be done.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, LLC is cool, but if you get into this space, to me, I would go S Corp. Because it's just, you want to pay yourself, especially your studio start making a lot of money. You pay yourself, less taxes. This is what it is. And another question you gotta ask me.
Yeah. So what was that that aha for you, or that thing that turned you up, like when you was on that hill, you know, and then you had to start coming back up. You probably on that hill again or something, and then you shot off.
All right, so I'm gonna take you 2 areas. All right. Area number 1. I grew up in the era where my mom used to have a food stamp book.
I don't even know what a food stamp book is. I
grew up in the era. Well, my mom used to have the food stamp. We had to go to the store. It was a food stamp book. So my mom used to be on food stamps.
Right.
So
my mom too.
I grew up in that area. Okay. All right. My mom used to have 3 jobs. Wow. When I was younger. I played sports. First team all district, went to college. I played sports. I was good. Basketball. But look, that was my moment, was to see this woman raise 2 kids working 3 jobs. So when I see niggas out here and getting money, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? My second aha moment was, what made me open the studio is the people was trying to rent my house out. Because I used to have equipment and shit in my house. We used to bring people to our house. And they was like, hey, man, rent your house out. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I'm down. Come on. My wife said, no. We cannot rent this house out. Right. And then that's when I opened the studio up. Wow. So, You know, a lot of times people will show you what you need to do. You just got to pay attention. They'll show you, but you just got to pay attention to what they're asking you to do. You know what I'm saying? So, any more questions?
I tell you, I can ask you questions all day. I'm in tune with you. Yeah. I like what you're doing.
All right, so let's talk about this chain, man. Let's talk about it, man. So, JP, what made you get the chain? What's the purpose of it?
So, this stands for Jay Sean Petit. My wife actually got me this chain.
Okay.
I like jewelry. So,
okay.
But I'm not a jewelry fan. Before I go buy a chain, I'm gonna go buy land. I'm gonna go buy more real estate. That's what I do.
Gotcha.
That's what I tell my kids. So she just got me this for a father.
And that's okay.
You know, you trick on them, they trick even harder. I ain't tricking on my wife though.
I know what you're saying.
But my wife, she made more than me. So yeah, for sure.
And that's what I think. That's what I love about like I do this podcast. It's called Why Now Is Your Time. My wife do a podcast called Allow Yourself Grace.
Okay,
that's her podcast for women, mental health, those. Like and then we do a podcast, me and my wife, called One Marriage, Two Hustlers. So we go and then we interview couples and we do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We do all that. So we got a whole podcast that we do called. And then the studio, when you see OM2H Creative Studios, the OM2H stands for One Marriage, Two Hustlers Studios. So you'll see like the way we do it.
I like that indeed.
Yeah. So some of the principles that I would tell you, because if I can go back and tell my 27-year-old self, because
what would that look?
Boy, I was already hustling. I was in network marketing. I was selling prepaid legal. Okay. I was selling like I was selling crack. I was at people door to door, have the little flip books, trying to sell people legal services. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot in that process, though. I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to walk in the mall, how to approach people. I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? I had a my mentor back then was a guy named Emmanuel Bernstein. I learned a lot from them guys. But you got to get involved in something so you can become a better person. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I would go back and tell my 27-year-old self is go harder. I was going hard. I need to go harder.
Nah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me because in the day, time is everybody's enemy. Yeah. We all got to go. It's just when you going to go. But make sure, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Because it's old, young, everybody down there. You don't really know when God going to call us home. All right, so I got these acronyms. I got some more. Here we go. Next one. Poor, passing over opportunity repeatedly. What do poor means to you?
The acronym that you just read. Poor people, they gonna pass over opportunities repeatedly. That's what they gonna do. Like I said, actually I was telling Richard this and I was telling Ken this, the people that I came down here with. I gotta bring people around y'all, the poor people, because they seeing me, but they ain't gonna believe what I say. They gonna believe what y'all say.
Of course.
Like, and that's just because they poor, they not seeing that. I'm telling y'all, like, this is exactly what I'm doing. I might be giving y'all a little bit more than what they giving y'all. They don't even know y'all. But they passing over the opportunity. And they don't keep passing over, and they ain't gonna beg them.
But you know the thing is, you know why they don't? Because the closer you are to people, the more they don't respect you. When you cut them off, why do you think people like celebrities? They never see them in person. But when they see them in person, they go crazy.
Right.
They go like, oh, hey. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you got to understand is like, once you start to disconnect yourself from them, they're going to start respecting you more, though. That's a guarantee.
That's the thing. I'm not nowhere near them.
I'm just being honest. They probably still looking at you as that same person that they grew up with.
Maybe. I'm on PJs. You can't be looking at me as the same person that you grew up with. I'm just saying, but hey,
now you could be.
That's why I bring people around. Like that's why I build a relationship, just to show people it's real. You ain't got to believe from me.
Oh yeah, and so I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like one thing about I love podcasting because it helps you bring a conversation to people though, and then because imagine if you can interview the people you want to interview. You know how much more knowledge you'll have?
Man.
I just did a survey. I said, man, I got over. So if we think about 300 podcasts times 60 minutes. How many minutes of that? That's like 18,000 minutes of podcasting. of information for me to get to talk to people. I had people that sat right here, 1 million followers. They sat right here making $0.
What?
No systems and processes.
Wow. Gotta have a system.
That's it. That's it. All right. So bring us down memory lane, man. What you see your next 5 years?
We do 10-year goals.
Okay, let's bring up 10.
But I'm not gonna lie, we've been accomplishing these goals in like 1 year, 1 to 3 years, just because of the information and the systems and everything that I've been getting in the room with people. They just been turning me up, getting me to the next level, like, giving me exactly what I need. Like,
so you're part of Recession Crew.
I'm a part of the 1%.
Oh, the 1%. The 1%.
So, I'm a part of a lot of communities.
Yeah.
Not just that, I got my own community.
Of course.
But yeah, being in around with people, with different people like that, though, they doing real estate, they doing stocks.
Yeah.
I can't tell them I'm doing the same thing because that ain't the main thing that I'm doing.
I know.
But I'm doing it and I'm making money from that also. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, those people help us in 10 years. They helped me accomplish my goals in 1 year. But that'll be buying more businesses, buying more real estate. We got land, so finishing more houses on it.
What's your daily goal you want to make while you sleep?
I want to get to at least 100K
a day.
100K a day. I really want that $1 million a month award, but I'll take the 100.
The 2 comma. I
definitely want to do that.
I got you. So you use so you got a website?
Yeah.
Is it ClickFunnels, Kajabi? What is it?
It's Kajabi.
Kajabi? Okay. Yeah. I've been having Kajabi for 10 years. That's one of my main babies. I don't fuck around with Kajabi. I love them. But I understand it. And then I also got about 300 people that need me with Kajabi that pay monthly. So do the math.
I told you love that residual. I heard you love that residual. I heard what I want to see. I tell you.
That residual is it, dog.
That's what it whipped at.
That's what it's at. I should be sleeping and money hitting that bank account. That's what I'm saying, bro. And so, like, that was one of the greatest plays I created too. Was once I mastered Kajabi, I started getting everybody that I help with websites with Kajabi as my affiliate. So, you know what I'm saying? They pay anywhere from $44 to $150 per person every month. Just saying.
You're not the little one, huh? You're the big one. Okay.
You got to keep going. You know what I'm saying, dog? You got to keep going.
I get it.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to ask me?
About those digital products.
Okay. So I created this thing called the spider web theory. All right. So the spider web theory, it works like this. Small product, $27.
Okay.
So downloadable product, $27.
Okay.
Small product, $37. Membership, $27 to $47 a month. Mid-ticket, you got a course that's $1,000 to $2,000.
Okay.
And then you got the high ticket. So my high ticket is $5,000 right now.
Okay.
So that's me helping them build their whole system out.
You only charging $5,000.
Right. That's all I need because I got other shit.
You the one.
I got other shit I'm doing. I do know people. I can charge $20,000, but I don't have to. See, that's the thing about life. Now imagine. You think I would have 300 people if I charged them $20,000? So are we doing the up money play or the long term play?
Long term play.
You know what I'm saying?
I got this. But your hot ticket, you the one. You ain't two though, for real. Plenty of people that pay you that $20K. They got the money.
They got it.
They want to skip the line. They want to be ahead.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So I think you got to figure out what's your price point. And so I created systems and processes to make for instance, if I go to just say I go to, when you go, so you'll see why now is your time.com. So we go to WhyNowIsYourTime.com. All right. Come on. What you doing? Here we go. So guess what? I pop up. WhyNowIsYourTime.com. All right. Then we go to the digital. What happened? The digital Entrepreneur Institute.
And that's you helping people create digital products.
That's me helping people create digital products.
And I'm not gonna lie, I just love digital products. So you only gotta create one.
That's what I'm saying. So when you go to the Digitalpreneur Institute, we talk about your online course. Talk about that. You'll see my video pop up. Then $47 a month membership. The course, which is $97, and then the $5,000. Done for you. Pick and choose is where you want to go. Then,
have you ever helped credit repair business scale with the
yeah,
product?
Yeah, I seen your link. You can see it because I think it's important that whatever you know, you need to package it.
Yeah,
you gotta package it and sell it. But everything don't have to be high end though. So you're gonna have more money. You're gonna make more money with those small products, and then you got the people who are like, I'm gonna pay the big. But you don't need to always. See, a lot of times people, oh, I'm gonna get no. And listen, I know, and I know all the funnel builders. Believe me, I know from Atlanta. I know all of them.
Okay,
I see them. I know them. I know they price.
Better to have a product or a service.
Both.
Both.
I would do both. Because it's money in both of them.
Right.
But you gotta realize the done for you 5,000. That's just basically once they come, they tell me I make them fill out all these sheets. We build it out for them. They can look at it, change the colors, put everything that they branding. They come in, they record. They record their intro, outro, their videos. Boom, we help them set the back end, their front end. Boom, they course ready to sell within 2 weeks. So because we running with it though. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And we don't want to. Like I said, you want to have a product for everybody. Everybody, you don't have to. I don't know why people think, oh, I mean, 20,000, 50,000. You can charge. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't have to though.
Right. But let me ask you this: with that 5K, how much is you think you can make somebody if they pay you 5K?
It depends on their product. So I'm gonna give them a map so we can make sure you're making money your first month.
Somebody give me 10K, I'm guaranteed to make them 100,000 in a year for sure.
Yeah. So this is the thing about digital products though. You got to know is you got to make sure you got your right marketing plan too though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put a guarantee on somebody else's work effort. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we'll build it out for you. You
already have motion. You already got to be doing what I'm.
You gotta be doing something.
I ain't even finna let you give me 10K. You not.
Yeah.
Now that's a hard guarantee.
It's hard to guarantee. Now I do have people. My client right here. I told you 4 months, almost 200,000.
Damn, I love what you doing.
You know what I'm saying? It's because almost 200,000 4 months. Every video you see on here, I edited it.
And it look good.
It's gonna look good. We're not gonna do nothing but high quality. We ain't gonna do no cheap quality. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta figure out where you want to go, high end or low end. Like what you want to do when it comes to your brand and what you want to sell. Because at the end of the day, you gotta sell something. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, what do you want your obituary to say? This is a question that I like to ask people, not to talk about that, but to make sure we're on the right motion. What do you want your obituary to say? What 3 sentences would you like to say at that graveyard on that plaque?
God-fearing man, father, husband. That's what I am. I'm all that the entrepreneur, but that's what I am first. A God-fearing man, a father, and a husband. That's what it's gonna really say because I really handle my business.
I love that.
That's the main thing.
I love that.
That's what I want my people to know me as. Hey, that man right there, he took care of his family and he handled business, right, and left a good legacy for everybody else. Cause I do good business. Everybody else gonna.
So, do you believe that everybody have a book in them?
Of course, everybody got a story to tell.
Everybody
got a story to tell. I mean, everybody. Go talk to somebody. You just gotta get it out of them. Everybody got a story to tell.
So, in your last chapter of your book, and when this is the last chapter for life, what would you want the name of that chapter to be, and what would be in there to help the next generation?
The legacy, the legacy blueprint. Leaving it. If I think Richard just said that when he came on your podcast. But giving the blueprint to my babies, like letting them know exactly what they need to do to get ahead. But they already getting that. They already getting that. But that's what's gonna be in the book, the blueprint, the end of the blueprint, the legacy, like the exact systems and everything that my family needs to take them to the next level, or whoever needs to take them to the next level. To be honest.
So my biggest thing is when people leave my presence, I want them to be like, I learned something from him.
Yeah.
My biggest flex, and I tell people this all the time, my biggest flex is people don't forget my number, bro. They would text me, because it's something about me that they love. And my wife's like, everybody's friend. I'm like, I just want to make sure that I put some kind of spark in them, so that when they leave my presence, they like, damn, I need to get on that. I need to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's just that's what it should be, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like trying to get to that next level, because I just want people to hold a sign up. 1,000 people to say, man, I became job free because of Why Now Is Your Time. 100 people to say, man, I became a millionaire because he helped me build my own products. He helped me build my own courses. Like he's the guy that helped me. Like I poured my intellectual property inside of them, so that they can pour their intellectual property inside of other people, so people can pay them for what they know. And this is all a circulation, bro. But we as people believe that some of us believe we can't do it. Yeah. But we can do it, man. We just people chilling, man. All right, last question you want to ask me?
Let's see. What would you do? What's your 5-year goals?
My 5-year goals? Yeah.
It's spicy.
I'm about to give this spicy, man. I'm about to give it up. I'm building a building in 18 months, 20,000 square feet. Half the building is to shoot commercials. Like, not only commercials, but to shoot sitcoms and movies. The other half is straight for content creators. Then I'm building a box truck. You see the big box trucks? Mm-hmm. Riding podcasts.
Hey.
So inside the box truck, I don't care if somebody steal it, because God gave me the vision. Inside the I could pull up to your house. One side is clear glass. Everything else is LED screens. We got furniture in there. We're recording the podcast driving. Wow. We're going to change the game, bro. We trying to forward think, bro. So now, but I want to put these trucks in every city, like Amazon. Mm-hmm. So we podcasting all over the United States with these trucks. They're going to pull up to your house, bro, the podcast, bro. They pulling up. Just get in. Oh. We mobile. We're going to record and send it to the team, because now we got the team editing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to, bro. Sure. I don't come to take sides. I come to take over with this podcast shit, because I love it. I love it. Nobody's forward thinking, bro. Yeah.
Not like that either.
Come back here in 2 months and see the difference in there. You're gonna see a big difference. Whole LED screen. It's gonna be crazy. I'm forward thinking, man. These people are stuck. I'm just renting a podcast. I'm like, nah, think forward.
No, for sure.
So, man, other than that, man, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast, dog. Look, you gonna tap in, you gonna follow me, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna be looking at your content and seeing if it's as good as Rich. If he owned it. He relentless though. I've been watching though. I'm like, well, who he got filming? Who he got editing these videos? I mean, he consistent though.
He definitely is.
Yeah, he real with it, man. Listen, guys, listen. As I always tell you guys, tap into your dreams, all right? And most important, go out and design your life, create your brand, leave your legacy, and make sure you die empty, because you don't want to leave nothing on the table. Be blessed.